Hey everyone, I have a review for you guys this evening. This is a review of The Lunchbox, which was a 2013 film. It's directed by Ritesh Batra, which I believe this was this director's first film. I'm not sure if the director is a man or a woman, because I haven't looked up their details, but yeah, so it came out in 2013 and it stars Irfan Khan, who I have seen, I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not totally sure, but I've seen him in Life of Pi. He played Adult Pi in that film, and he was in Slumdog Millionaire, but I've only seen like 2 scenes from that movie, so I can't really say that I've seen him in that because I haven't seen the whole movie. And I feel like he's been in a couple other things that I've seen, but they were just like singular episodes of certain shows and stuff. So, yeah, I know I've seen him a couple times, but I can't really name everything that I've seen him in. And then the woman is, hang on, oh darn. Okay, the print is too tiny on the back of this for me to read her name. So I don't know this actress's name, but I don't think I've seen her in anything before. She's been in Homeland, and she was in the movie, I think it was a TV film called One Night with the King, which was about Esther from the Bible. And also she is in Wayward Pines, but I haven't gotten up the courage to watch that yet because it looks really good, but it also looks kind of scary. So I don't know if I'll watch that. But this was really, really good. I saw the preview for this a while ago on like a BBC film or something and thought it was amazing looking, and it is the story of Ela, who makes this wonderful lunch for her husband one day with the help of her neighbor, who she is very good friends with. It's really funny. The neighbor is like a sort of surrogate mother figure, so she just, like, she lives upstairs, and they always shout things at each other. Like, that's how they have conversations, is just talking, hollering up and down to each other through an open window. So the auntie is like, oh, you put too much of this in your thing that you're making, or you need this for it, or, and it's really cute. There's this one, like, in the beginning when Ela is making this lunch, making this lunch for her husband that the auntie is helping with, she's like, oh, if you make this for him, he'll love you so much, he'll build you a Taj Mahal. And, she's like, but auntie, the Taj Mahal is a tomb. And the auntie's like, I know that, you don't think I know that? And it was just really funny, because, I don't know, the scene was just interesting. But anyway, so, the auntie, like, helps Ela to make this dish, and she sends it through Mumbai's Lunchbox delivery system, which is famous, and they're known for their efficiency and the fact that they don't really make any mistakes. And in this film, they have them make the mistake of sending the lunch to the wrong office building, and the lunch ends up going to Sajan, who is a very lonely man. His wife has passed away. He's getting ready to go into early retirement. He's just been really unhappy since his wife died. Like, the neighborhood kids don't like him because when they're playing baseball and a baseball goes into his balcony, he never gives it back to them because he's like, oh, you shouldn't have been playing near my house anyway. And his coworkers are like practically afraid of him. I'm really sorry for the plane. That's okay, it's gone by. But wait, dang it, sorry. My area where I live has a lot of planes. But anyway, so yeah, his coworkers are afraid of him. One of them, I think, like, made up this horrible story that he kicked a cat on the way home from work one day, and then the cat stumbled out into the street after getting kicked and got hit by a bus, and Sajan didn't do anything about it. And I was like, wait, what? No, that's terrible. Why would you make up a story like that and spread it around the office? So that was awful. So yeah, just people don't really like him too much, and his life is just kind of meh. And then he accidentally gets this lunch, and he thinks that the restaurant that he always gets the lunch from is the one who made it, and it's like the best thing he's ever had. He like practically licks it clean almost, like he sends it back fully empty, and the wife, when she gets it, is like, oh, it's empty. And when the husband gets home, because this was for her husband, he doesn't say anything, and she's like, oh wait, what? And she realizes that it went to the wrong person. And the whole point of her making this wonderful lunch for her husband is because their marriage is kind of not on the rocks, but it's like really bland at this point. Like, she feels very neglected. She feels like he's either always at work or always on his phone when he is home, and that is what we see as the audience. Like, it definitely seems like he doesn't really care about her very much at all, which is awful. But she figures if she makes him this lunch, then everything's going to be okay, and it'll just be like kind of a conversation starter, I guess, and like get them talking again. So of course, when he comes home and doesn't say anything, she's like, oh no. And then when she realizes that someone else got it, she writes this person a note, and she's like, thank you for sending this back to me completely empty, because I think she knows it's something her husband wouldn't do, I guess. And she's like, you know, it's basically like, thank you for appreciating my food. And she sends him one of her husband's favorite dishes the next day as a thank you. And it was really funny because he sends her a note back, and he's like, oh, Hila, the food was salty today. And so then the auntie's like, make him spicy chili, and then he'll regret that he didn't thank you. So she does. And then from there, it's just kind of, they actually get into an amicable note-swapping, letter-writing relationship. And it's just, I don't know, like, they both help each other not to be lonely. And while that's going on with them, like, I guess the main part of the movie is them and, like, where their relationship goes through these letters. Like, it's a kind of will they won't they situation, and also it shows their personal development through this new relationship that they have. And then also the other main relationship in the story is between Sajin and his new trainee co-worker, Sheikh, who is this, like, I guess he's like in his 30s or something, or like maybe mid to late 20s, and he's just coming into the company. He's incredibly eager. At first, when he and Sajin meet, Sajin hasn't had this encounter with Hila yet, or I guess like with her food yet, so he's still really bitter and kind of meh. And at one point, Sheikh just is like, hang on, I am an orphan. I like built my way up. Like, I taught myself everything I know, and you know, if you're gonna be a jerk, then that's fine. I don't need you. And that's when Sajin starts to realize, okay, maybe I have been being kind of a jerk. Sorry. So then they become friends and start to get to know each other. And it's basically just like these two new people in his life helping him grow and change and get kind of back in touch with a little bit of, like, basically the nice guy that he was when his wife was still living. And it's just a really cute, sweet movie, and you really grow to really like all of the characters. Because kind of at first you sort of have the same view of Sheikh that Sajin does, where it's like, oh, he's just this like new up and coming guy, and you know, he just cares about the work and not really about the people, or cares about like people pleasing and all that. And then as you get to know him, you're like, oh, he's a really sweet kid. And same with getting to know Sajin and then Hila. And I just really liked all of their characters. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you guys, but I don't really know how I feel about the ending. I completely 100% understand why it ended the way it did, but I just don't know how much I would agree with that. I don't know. I did really love it a lot. It's really, really cool, and wonderful, and it kind of makes me want to look up this director and see what else they've done since this film, because this film came out in 2013, so I want to see what else they've directed, and maybe try to watch some of those. And overall, I would give it somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really, really liked it. And yeah, as I said, the only thing I'm sort of iffy on is the ending. But again, I understand why they ended it the way they did. So yeah. And yes, it was really, really wonderful, and I would recommend, if you like foreign films, or if you like the country of India, or like love stories, really any of those things, or food, if you like food, because there's a lot of really good looking food in this too, because it all starts with a lunch. So yeah, it's a really good movie, and I highly recommend. Okay, I'm gonna shush now, because I feel like I've just rambled throughout this entire thing. I'm sorry if that didn't really seem like a very structured review, but I just kind of kept saying things as they were coming to mind and everything. But yes, so great film, highly recommend. Let me know if you've seen it, if you want to see it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.